debate like the historians on this one, right? I'm not trying to do this weird thing where it's like, oh no, but then there's nuance to this X, Y, and Z. I'm just simply asserting or backing up a particular claim. If you don't hold to that particular claim, that's fine. You don't have to. I'm not going to tell you to believe what you need to. Can I just ask, by
That's
the way,
trying
what
not
are
to kill
you?
the white people.
Wait,
Hold
wait,
on,
wait, wait,
that's
wait,
trying not
wait.
to kill the
Kemet, what are
white
you? Are
people
you
on a
Zulu?
large scale. Because
Wait, are you
hold on,
Zulu?
that doesn't matter in the conversation. That doesn't matter in the
No,
conversation.
no, no. I'm
So
genuinely asking. Are
when
you
you
I'm
Zulu?
ask
What are
me,
you? Are
Zulu.
you Zulu,
no,
Pedi? Are
no,
you
I'm
I'm
not.
Xhosa?
Zulu.
What
I'm
are you?
not. I'm
I'm
not,
Zulu.
nigga.
Wait, okay,
I'm
what are
not.
you? Are
That's
you
right.
Sutu?
No, I'm not. I'm
What
neither.
are you? Are you
I'm
I'm
Tswana?
you. That's what
Bantu.
I am. My mom is
I'm
Shona, just like
Bantu.
you. Is that what you want?
Oh, you're Shona. You're a Shona.
Hell no, nigga. What the-
Okay, it's starting to make sense. All right, okay, no
No,
problem. I'm
I'm
gonna post
trolling.
the
No, I'm
links.
not. Huey, one thing about me is I refuse to ever disclose my information about where I'm from on this app.
No, but the
I
way
just
you
know.
pronounce things, I can wait. But the way you pronounce things, I can tell you're Southern African. The way you pronounce Usha, when you said Ushaga, it gives me the sense that you're either Ndebele or possibly Xhosa. You don't sound Tswana to me.
Oh, that's crazy.
You,
Okay.
you're probably Ndebele, aren't you?
No, I'll let you fantasize though, brother.
It's sort of. Why would it be a fantasy for me?
No, because like I said, I refuse to tell
I
people
want to
anything.
empower your people. Don't forget, I'm vendor. We're
No,
empower now.
I
I
would
want to
tell you if
empower.
this was a small space, brother. I would tell you if this is a small space, man. But certain things you gotta stay on code on. So I don't like having this.
Okay. Saga unondinzwa.
No, stop trying to shut up. I know what you're doing.
Oh shit! Okay, all right, cool, cool.
Oh
No, I
Okay,
know
I
what
got
you're
you. I got
doing.
you. I got
Got
you.
him.
No, no, you're trying to vet me out by trying to speak a specific language. Nice try, nigga. Nice try.
All right, I'm gonna post the links in the chat. Just give me a second. I don't
No,
have
just
these ready on hand
DM
anymore.
it to me. DM it to me
Are,
because I
are
don't.
you
Yeah.
both Nigerian?
Yes.
They both Bantu or whatever
No, I'm
they
Nigerian.
said. Oh
I'm
yeah,
actually
they
Igbo.
did.
Yeah, I'm Igbo.
Oh, Eva. Okay,
Me
yeah.
too.
No, that's all. Like I'm actually Igbo. Wait,
Yeah, me
Sabrina.
too.
Ikedu. Sabrina Ikedu.
Kedu.
What? You don't. That's a Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's how I know you're not. That's literally how I know
Sorry,
you're.
no, I'm joking.
Me, if I'm being
I'm.
honest now, you're not convincing anyone because me, I can also sound Igbo. We
No,
know
you
you're not.
can't talk. No, 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 no.
I'm
You can't talk
I'm
it down,
gonna
nigga. Nah,
Geechee.
nah, Huey, niggas gonna
I'm
think you're
gonna
Australian before they think you're Igbo.
I'm Fulani. Sorry, I can't speak Igbo.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that would be more fair because you're a Muslim, so I
I
don't know.
speak Cantonese.
Ooh, that's cool. So you're from Hong Kong. That's
No, I'm
amazing.
just trolling. I wish I could, but I'm learning to speak Cantonese though.
Oh, I want to speak Mandarin because they're gonna colonize us soon. So I'm trying to get a head start and learn Mandarin.
At first I was learning Mandarin, but how about a wonderful gentleman in the room said that it'll be better to learn Cantonese, and I actually like that language better.
That was Cantonese, I said, was the more flowy and beautiful language. Mandarin is dry and kind of weird.
It's a very harsh language. Like with this dialect, it's very harsh. I do like the flow of the Cantonese language a little bit better.
Either way, we're gonna be speaking both their languages soon, so we better get used to it.
So you're
Yeah,
saying
Maybe,
that
maybe where you
Firefly
are.
was a legitimate possible outcome. That's what you're saying.
What was that, Tally?
What is Firefly?
Oh, I think it's from the early 2000s, but they imagined a world where America and China uh, colonized, colonizing of space as well. Cultures being exported are mostly American cowboy and like old Asian culture.
I I swear these movies keep
It's
saying
good
shit and
stuff. It's good.
I'll watch it. Cause do you remember when Contagion came? I remember when Contagion came out. It was 2011, and then right after, like 10 years later, we were in a pandemic. I'm like, these movies are telling us stuff nowadays.
And
It's
Dr.
Sabrina.
Dr. Zephyr was in Contagion. If y'all remember
You said the
watching
name
True.
of the show was
Hmm?
Firefly Tower?
Sandra Gupta.
Firefly. So there's the show, and then there's also at least one movie to go along with it as well. It's a good series.
I'll look into it.
Although,
Sounds
okay,
cool.
so it was futuristic at the time, but it will appear to be an outdated futuristic. Like, think of Back to the Future and how they imagine the future, and now we're past that point and we're not there. And their version of the future incorporated elements of their present, which we have technologically advanced, but somehow not met some of the metrics they set for our future. And yeah, it's just interesting to see like what they thought the future would look like as we are in the future that they imagine.
Did you guys ever watch was it Man in the High Tower?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good show. Like, yeah.
I
I
like that
love these.
concept too.
Yes, I love these shows where they like they imagine world events as they were different or had ended differently. Although I will say, the last one, Civil War, very disappointing. I would have been, and I said this before, I would have been so much more interested in what caused the split and like a lot more of the story being devoted to that than her hopping around taking pictures.
I agree with you. I really liked it, and I think they're probably going to do a prequel lead up because the movie was made
Good.
on such a cheap budget and it did really well. So I'm assuming they're going to milk that cow a little bit more. But there's a really good YouTube channel called Alternate History Hub, and he does like these like funny cartoons of what would happen if like this country won this battle or if this thing never existed. It's a really cool YouTube channel if you've never watched, if you're into that stuff.
I am.
Imagine if the British never colonized the world, how different it would be. Sometimes I think about that.
English wouldn't be the lingua franca of the world. We'd all be speaking Spanish because
Hmm.
they were the colonizers beforehand.
True.
Okay. If we had just okay, so when you say the English didn't colonize, um, I think it would have stayed um, more intracontinental battles. I don't know. I don't know. Somehow I'm equating English to white, and then all those white countries that did a lesser job than the English perhaps wouldn't have been so brave.
No,
Oh,
it'd be a
Hack,
stagnation, right?
for the record, Hack, I think you were on the phone earlier, but sort of Mexican told me that she was right about something, and she asked me if I was still willing to take the bet, and I said no. I only did that with Hack.
We missed the Usyk fight, bro. I haven't touched the PayPal money. I'm waiting to give it back to you, knowledge. We gotta bet on something where you could win. But I think colonization is an evil of history that if you remove it from the English, another power would take it. I think it's an inevitable evil. It's the fight for resources and modernization.
I don't
So if we
know. Go ahead.
completely eliminate it, modernization would be stagnant. Industrialization would be stagnant.
I'm okay with that. And also, I know that had they have not left their failing lands, there would be a lot less of them. I'm also okay with that.
Hey Tally, I'm gonna send you something. I'm gonna send you a direct message, and send you a link, and I just want your opinion about it.
Have you guys noticed that colonization ruins the nation that does it? It's like a gift for and curse type of thing. Like they are able to expand and colonize, but they end up like destroying themselves. Oh, it's similar to the animal kingdom. Like when you guys see these lions, right? That like eat that like they're the apex, right, for that moment, right? But then when they like age out, like they have the worst death. They just starve to death when they can't hunt anymore, you know.
I
So,
wouldn't even
Disagree.
say that.
huh? Sorry.
Which country exactly do you think of when you say that?
I think something like England. Like I feel like it's kind of like, or any country. It's not only England. Like any country that colonizes expands too much will eventually decay from inside and like just have a horrible death. Like it's like it's just nature. I think
So, like, what example do you have of that decay?
The Rome Empire. Like every empire falls. Like it's just inevitable. Like it's also like even now, like it requires a lot of effort to be maintain an empire type of thing, and it could actually destroy the country from within. I mean, look what the Iraq War did to America, right?
What did it?
I'm not the only one that noticed, like the Iraq War and the displacement of the Middle East, like people like from Syria, Iraq, and also the money that was put towards it. It's almost like America's decaying, having cultural problems and stuff,
I disagree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I disagree as well.
it just, well, it depends where you
If
live.
anything, I mean, I'm in America, and so is Hega, right? So, like,
No, I
the
mean,
thing
it
is,
depends where you live in America. I mean,
how so?
like some places feel it more than others, but the Iraq War did create a problem with America. Like it was, and sorry, the Afghanistan War too, which is why they pulled out. Like staying there for a long time, it really is not a good, like it's just not good for the country of America to be like that expansionist. Like if you look at the
But
best times of America, they were isolationist. Like they had their own, like
I
a
disagree.
vibrant culture. Well, I mean, would
Like
you?
what period?
Okay, would you say the '90s was better than the 2000s?
Hell yeah, the '90s was better, but America still had a role in, for example, the alliance with Iran. For example, what Carter did in like Iran for had that was a huge debate that caused like a lot of issues with the Middle East,
No, but that
and
I
this was the
agree with you.
'70s.
No, no, but I specifically said '90s, right? Because
Yeah, I
'70s is
know.
different.
Yeah,
Okay,
So
if
yeah.
you look at the '90s,
was
yeah,
America hegemonic power in the 90s still?
it still was in a way, but not into the level where they were like actually in Afghanistan or anything like that. It wasn't like that. But then they ended up with 9/11, right? For not
They
being
were
like that.
they were
Yeah,
in the Eastern Bloc though, right? So they were in the post-Soviet states at that time. The
sure.
focus on foreign policy changes, but like it's still sending Coca-Cola, Mickey Mouse, and the American soft power all across the world.
Sure, but you could be a like a hard power, or you could also be a soft power, right? And
Of
so if you
course,
look
of
at
course.
Turkey, yeah, like so if you look at Turkey, Turkey implements more of a soft power with a lot of countries, right? And I could just put articles in the chat where, a lot of American, like, some American intellectuals or like military officials, they write articles about this, and they even said we should we should, take example from Turkey and stop the hard power and switch to soft power. Like England right now still has soft power, right? But it's not hard power. It's not like in all these wars and stuff. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's why America kind of pulled out from Afghanistan and then pushed the whole America first thing, because you don't want your country to decay while you're out there, having to maintain your hegemonic power, right? But they'll never stop. Like they'll always still be like, you can never stop. You'll always be in different places. Absolutely, heck up. I agree with you, but not to the extent that Afghanistan was or like Iraq. Would you agree or disagree that that was
I
much more?
disagree. I disagree with a few of your points. Turkey is not a soft power. Turkey is actually a covert hard power, right? Because it funds the majority of these rebel ground forces. A lot of them get training in northern Iraq, southern Turkey. It's a definite hard power.
Well, which country did
Um,
it invade? Like I'm talking about
it
recently.
it itself doesn't need to invade, but as long as it sends troops, that's why it's a covert hard power. Like the complete destruction of Syria is on the backs of the Turkish regime. The
Sure.
destruction of the Caucasus is on the Turkish regime.
Okay,
So
so okay, fine. If we want to change the language, America wants to adopt more of a covert hard power. If
I don't
that's
think
the
they've
word
ever
you
moved
want.
away from that. See,
No,
I
they
think that America is both covert and overt in its hard and soft power, right? You have, we can go back to the 90s. You have the Kosovo crisis, you have the complete destruction of the Yugoslavian state, the Czechoslovakian states, you have the entire Soviet bloc. Those were covert operations that we later found out were pretty fucking overt, right? Because you have
okay.
Serbians singing helicopter, helicopter about how the great US empire saved them.
Okay, let me ask you a question, right? Russia right now invading Ukraine, right? Has it done any damage to Russia inside? I'm not talking about Ukraine doing damage. I know they did as well. In Russia, they launch attacks, but like Russia itself putting as much money as it is putting into this war, do you think it creates damage from within Russia? Yes, sir. Like, what do you think?
Yes, but that's not an equivalent comparison to the US because the Russian state and the Russian like economy and life operates very differently to like a completely industrialized country like the US. Russia's hegemonic power is based off of 80 years of control, post-communist control, right? You're dealing with, actually it's more soft power, right? Because you're dealing with people who are leaders of their free countries now who grew up in a communist system who look at Russia as the central point for everything. Because of the Soviet Union, they maintained their power and hegemonic power in the region because of those former um, allegiances and alliances. Their invasion of Ukraine was an attempt at hard power, but of course they're going to struggle. Like Russia is a non-industrialized country. They have three cities, four cities tops. What is it? Moscow, St. Petersburg, Krasnodar, and Rostov are the four main cities in the country. Everywhere else is just complete trash. So when you go to war, if you don't have any industrial means and you haven't developed, of course it's going to suck. But if the US decides to invade Canada or Mexico, we have one, a standing volunteer army. Two, we have a large population, and we can be industrially independent. We can still maintain quality of life.
Exactly, and that's the thing. America's always, I would argue, at his best internally, like not externally, but internally. Like when it's like kind of like uh, I don't know how to explain it. Like the '90s was because I grew up in the '90s, right? Um, I would feel like the '90s was like a better like time, and I look back and I realize it's like it was making policies. Clinton, for example, it was it paid a price for that because 9/11 happened, but at the same time they were always involved in other things that like there never were. Sorry, they always were, but they were also, I don't know how to explain it. Like it's like shifts. It shifts. Like after World War II, when America decided to become an empire and expand, you start to see like almost like this cultural decay that's happening. That was not the case, you know. But I would argue Russia is hard power. Invading a country is hard power. That's not soft power. And I put an article in the chat. America's now starting turning into like a post, like a aid kind of like, because the U.S. uses its aid as a soft power. It's actually, you know, what do I say? Withdrawing from that as well. You know, so I
due
think
to the
it's different
destruction of the U.S.
times.
state.
It's not
Yeah,
aid, it's
but
bribery. We bribe countries
yeah,
to do whatever the fuck we want. Let's just be
we,
honest.
Wait,
As
so
we
Sabrina,
should.
so like, you said something that really, when you said World War Two, post World War Two, America's culture declined. I disagree 100%. I think you see some of the most globally influential movements stemming from America post World War Two, right? Whether we're talking throughout the times of the 60s, feminist movement, the civil rights era, etc., right? Like post World War Two we've seen probably one of the greatest, and if not the best economic boom of any country ever, right? Also
right.
culturally as well. So I think if
Yeah,
anything,
but it was due to an anomaly though.
And
yeah,
no, but anyone who complains about
It
what's
wasn't it
going
wasn't
on,
it wasn't American exceptionalism. We
yeah,
just
but
benefited from the fact that the most of the developed world was toe up from the flow up.
exactly. But what I was gonna say is everything that people it looked amazing in the 60s, right? But everything people complain about now, the tribalism, the of all these people complaining about feminism and all that, all started after World War II. You know, so not to a certain extent there was
When did people
always
start?
before. No,
Well, I mean, it's
the
debated.
women suffragettes, yeah, that stuff always existed. But sorry, go ahead, mother.
I was
Sorry.
It,
gonna say people
here's the
were a
thing.
little busy trying to make sure China didn't invade the
Ex-
country, you know. So like,
exactly.
it makes sense why this happened at that time period when we were trying not to die.
Yeah, but my point is that these things that we're complaining about now were, you know, involved. No, feminism didn't start before World War II. The suffragettes movement, like first wave, was before. I think it was like in the 1910s, but that's not my point.
1910s is World War II.
The
The
women's
1910s
suffragettes movement was.
is before World War II.
No, I understand that. That's why I said I don't think all these movements, were, they existed prior to World War II, right? And World War
No,
One.
I'm
But
saying
what I'm saying is,
they were pointing
yeah,
out feminism specifically. You said it didn't start before World War II, and that's just false.
yes, and I'm trying to correct myself. I'm saying that the movement started prior. However, seeing this, radical tribalism that people are complaining about now has become amplified. That's what I mean. It's become amplified by so a lot of things people complain about now are actually the legacy of those things. I'm talking about like
Tribalism in this
third
country has
wave.
always existed. I
I
don't think
mean,
it'll ever
because
go anywhere. I think it's amplified.
Went back to
That's what it
regular
is.
shit. Y'all stayed on drama to
And
this
you
day. That's
stay
all
giving your
Clubhouse
pussy to these
is
You
niggas
drama.
was
to this
Fuck
day.
is
you
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 was
talking about?
still
And I
give your pussy
started
to
that
these
shit.
niggas.
What's next?
on my mama. You
Like, we
did.
know
Can
I
I
that.
give you
speak,
that.
Lou, please?
I ain't gonna lie. I
Lou,
don't give
I
a
need to
dark side
speak.
because they lame. I really.
I need to
Oh yeah,
speak.
do your
Hold
thing.
on. I want to say this. So the presidential suites definitely existed before the Elaine issue. If y'all have revisionist history, that is not, y'all don't remember what happened. So what happened was Elaine was a part of the Exoticals, period, right? I have blocked her because she was at no shade. She was
They
annoying the
were not
fuck out of
doing the
me.
numbers until us, though. I
Hold
am.
on, let me
Be
finish. Let me
honest.
finish. I let you finish. I let you finish. Um, then I was on a presidential suite stage. You know, at that point, if you had somebody, if you were on stage and you blocked somebody, um, they couldn't get in the room. So Elaine, they asked who had Elaine blocked. I said I did. Period. Elaine went to do a room about me because she was upset that she was blocked, not even knowing the reason why. And then that room did numbers. So I know
No,
y'all
that
like to
wasn't the
center.
reason why,
Yeah,
but we don't have
yes,
to
yes,
revisit that.
okay, period. You can revisit how that's. I'm talking about my point of view.
That's your perspective for
Now
sure, but
the
that's not what it was.
now the biggest room. Now that we trying to be here and be weird, the biggest room that y'all know found out about Elaine was her being mad at me because I blocked her or she felt I was weird. That's exactly what went down. So I know y'all try to like spin it like it was something else. And for me, I don't give a fuck about being connected to anything that has to do with dark side. But at the end of the day, I remember when me and Makeup and Elaine and the Exoticals were removed from the dark side and we boycotted them
Facts.
motherfuckers. Guess what?
Say that
They had
again,
no numbers.
Ion.
They had no numbers at all because we were the epitome of what that is.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah, and I think
And
they
that's
Hey,
all
wait,
I
wait,
was
wait,
forgot
wait, wait,
that.
saying.
wait. Real quick.
The fuck?
Let me give a shout out to my bro Curtis. Curtis was the first nigga to bring the Discord. That's what really changed the whole dynamic of Clubhouse because we didn't have no comment
But
section
why do we have to go to
prior
the
to this shit.
Discord? Because of
Curtis
who?
brought the Discord out, man. Bring my nigga Curtis in here,
But why do
bro.
we have to go to the Discord, Lou? Because of who? It wasn't because it
Period,
wasn't
Bella.
Elaine. It wasn't Elaine's
No,
pussy.
no. It's because of they was
It was
banning
because
niggas
of
off Clubhouse.
me. It was
Wait, what
Oh,
you
because of
here
mean?
Don
me.
go.
What you mean?
I think we need to bring Miss
So you're telling
Michelle
me I
back in
wasn't the
here.
No,
reason for
Don
the
was definitely
clubhouse
dark side.
suite?
I'm not saying you aren't Don. I'm
No, you're
not.
saying
Don't.
that I wasn't the reason they started mass banning clubhouse accounts. My room
I
wasn't.
mean, maybe I
Right.
didn't really keep
I
up with the
thought so.
mass. Brother, calm
I
down.
know that's
Yeah,
right.
and I just wanted to say, Elaine, it was already dark. You just came a little bit later. Anybody
Hell
here remember?
no,
Hold
hell
on, hold
no. I've been
on,
on
girl.
I've
You
been
Why
on
you
gotta
gotta
let
Clubhouse
bring
since
people
President
talk.
January
Elaine?
9th,
You have to let
2020. What are
people
we
talk sometimes. Like, relax.
It's been
Do
5 years. You haven't
anybody
figured
in
that
here
out.
Yo,
remember
wait,
when?
wait, wait. Do we got any clips so the crowd can actually understand what's going on? Who got the
Yeah,
clips
cause
from
she
back in the
talking
day?
So they're
over me
actually
like,
so Lou. If you
hello.
want some clips, there's still Dulo. I don't know if y'all remember
Who is
Dulo,
on? Who's
but
that?
Dulo. Can you mute up Mexican, please? Thank you,
Damn,
Andale.
Stevie, you came later,
Cayete,
I'm
bitch.
Andale is
screaming.
crazy.
Cayete. Um,
What?
Dulo. I don't know if y'all
It's
remember Dulo.
gallete, fool.
It's Cayete, bitch.
It's
Lou was like, what?
gallete.
Stevie ain't responding?
¿Qué? ¿Por
Yo,
qué?
somebody get Sammy here. He got all the
Yeah,
archives
No,
and
Lou,
Oh
I'm
recordings.
not
God,
y'all,
can we
responding to
not,
that.
guys? Can
y'all
we
should
not? We
That's
don't
a
need to
know.
go
total
back
troll.
that
So let's
far.
hear
Yo,
this.
put a one in the chat if we should do
Can
if
y'all
we should
shut
do a
up?
clubhouse memory lane room once a week, man, and bring up shit from way back. Oh
Yeah.
no, no, once every 2 weeks. Put a one
Lou,
in the
I'm
chat
telling you that there's an
and
Instagram
get
We
all
account
the
that
gotta
is
get
clips,
so.
man.
Sammy here though, bro,
It's
cause some
only
Lou,
because
niggas been
the
y'all
recording
not
this
Discord
shit
was
listening.
since
not
day one,
initially.
bro,
Y'all
before they
Put
Hold
a
even
one
had
in the
on.
chat,
recordings.
man.
Hold
Y'all
on,
not
because the
listening. There
Discord,
is
I was there
still
when it
an
was first created. It
Instagram
was not what it
account
became.
up
The Discord
with
was originally
all
for all
the
black people to get
clips.
along and just come and speak on their opinions, and it was real calm, cool, and collected until a certain individual from the dark
Literally.
side came in that motherfucker. Don, you
Curtis ran the
remember?
Discord. Curtis ran the Discord. That's a
And then
fact.
who came
Lou,
in and fucked it up, RJ?
Lucius Lyon.
What year did the dark side?
Z
Hold on,
did. Y'all
What
slow.
year?
Elaine,
What year did the
Elaine.
dark
On the
side get
Oh,
involved?
what
stage,
happened
I
in
got
the
a question
past?
for
Oh yeah, Z
Tabitha.
is he
Nah,
bold, man.
you,
Tabitha.
That's a Z.
Z came in
Yeah,
there and started
yeah.
moving shit,
Lou,
shaking
Lou.
shit,
The
fucking
Exactly.
shit
truth
up.
is,
What's a
Lou,
God,
what's her
Lou.
name?
The
Kim
truth
K.
is,
Z
She
came
been
from the
going to
exoticals
clubhouse.
too, just so y'all
Hold
Lou,
on,
know.
I was just
Lou.
Oh,
The
about to
truth
please,
say
is,
since
that.
is
Was
when,
y'all
that
not
Ion?
Stevie
listening?
ruined the
Nah,
dark
no
side because
cap.
I clipped him
Ion. I
up.
don't know. The king of the
Bro,
dark side is gonna
I
be
can't
between
even fucking
Ion and
talk.
Sam.
Wait,
For
does
real, for
somebody
real.
have is
Z was
100%
with
wait,
the
agree with
there's
that.
still
exoticals first,
there's
y'all.
still an
And Z was
Instagram account
already
up with all
doxing
of the old
people
clips on it.
before
Somebody
all
just
of
gotta
that shit
play it.
popped off.
I
I
mean, if
just
we're
wanted
gonna
to
go
say
that
that.
route, then I was a part of the
Z, hold
Exoticals for
on.
3 days. So what's
Yes, you
next?
were. Elaine, you was around, but this is before you went viral. Elaine, do you remember Rachel? The crazy
Hell
Kenyan
yeah, I
bitch
remember Rachel, the
who
way y'all
doxed
used
the
to
fuck
torture
out of
that
me?
lady.
No,
Mm-hmm.
she tortured me. What the fuck you mean? She tortured me. That was the first time we met Z because Z was like, this Kenyan bitch could
I
never.
met her.
She
I
could
met her in a
never.
room with Denat. I didn't meet her with y'all.
Exactly. Okay, so Z was
So I met her later
already
on.
Z was already on the other side of the app, literally driving people fucking crazy. She was being a terrorist. So that's why I'm like, Z was
No,
y'all.
that's not true because they used to
Yes,
say
it
Z was very. Hold
is.
on, Tab.
Ion, was
They used
that
to say
Z?
Z was very quiet, very
No,
timid, and
she
when I
No,
was
met her,
no,
she
not.
was.
no, Z.
Ion, can you
When
please?
no, when Z, I'm gonna be honest. When Z was an exotical, she was very quiet, very
Told you.
demure, did
Thank
not
you.
speak.
Clock it.
Not in
It
the
wasn't
private
until
room.
me and
She was
it
not.
wasn't until me and her got into it where I saw that
And she
monster
got
come out.
around Denat glass and she started being weird.
All right, somebody send me something in the back channel. Y'all hear me? Somebody
Yeah.
said Clubhouse sides: Black Heaven, Sam Betos, and Smoking Jim's crew. The Dark Side, TNN, Presidential Suites, Nick Sales Makeup, Hunter and Crew, Kim Cuts. Then Mainstream. This somebody wrote a whole. Somebody wrote this to me in the back channel. Um, the Other Side, Mainstream or Industry Side, Freddie Roosevelt, Durand, Nelson, Jared, 21 Savage, Dante Brooks, Mace, Drewski, Oshan, Heem, etc. Section Cotton? The fuck is that? Oh, Lydia. Section Cotton, Lydia, Dr. B, Darius, Julio, Gary. I don't know half of these people. The White Side, JT Fox, Grant Cardone,
What about
uh,
Oshun? We can't
And
Paul
forget
nobody
million
mentioned
dollar
did
booty
not, because he
hole.
wasn't a
Whack
factor.
You just saying
100,
you just saying
Million
other
dollar
Whack
people.
booty hole
100,
Oshun. We
Rocky,
can't forget her.
That's
Conductor,
trenches.
Let
That's
Lou
trenches,
IGB.
finish. Let Lou
Elaine.
finish.
Fuck it, y'all got it, bro. My hair.
Hey Lou, check your text message, nigga. Look at that
No, go
screenshot
ahead,
I sent
Lou.
you.
Yo, what the
Hold on.
fuck
That's
did I
weird
just
because I
hear?
must be an exotical hater because they didn't put us on there. Weird.
Oh, I thought we were
The
just
God
naming
Shakur
people. That's why I
way.
Wait,
The
named
wait,
Oshun.
wait,
Shakur
My
way.
wait,
bad,
wait.
y'all.
Wait, somebody just sent me a picture, right? From Clubhouse
Who
Season
the fuck
1.
is Angie? Cause she on my
Hey,
dick.
wait. Somebody sent me a picture with
Oh,
Measy.
burner.
Hold on. It was Measy and a goo. That's 21 Savage manager. Somebody sent me a picture where the title was Academics Welcome Party. Measy and 21 Savage and Meek Mill. That shit had 5,162 people in the room. Hold on, I'm about to screenshot it and show
Yeah, that
y'all.
was me.
But
I
bro,
That
Savage
shit
always
was
had rooms
what
like that
the
though.
fuck?
I have a question. I have a question. I'm just curious. Elaine, Elaine,
5,200
did you
people.
get a
Yeah,
clubhouse
Lou, that was
candle?
from me.
Hey,
Cause
PTR.
Yeah, no,
You
yeah,
can't
okay.
talk to me anymore,
Yeah, I'm a
ma'am.
PTR.
Hold
I'm
on, real
PTR.
I
quick,
But
real
hate to
quick,
break it to you. I don't fuck with you no
Can
more.
y'all
You
let
know
Lou
real
that.
quick,
speak in his
real,
I'm
room?
trying to
Like,
keep it cute. Leave
when
me
I,
alone, lady.
you know,
real
I'm a
quick,
master model.
real quick. PTR.
I'm a
It says 5,162 people in the room. That was
yeah,
Fluent
Lou.
Savage
Yeah,
room.
I sent that to you, nigga, because cause I think I joined Clubhouse in June of 2020, and then that was a minute ago. But it was invite
See,
only, and I don't
look,
think it could be.
back in them
I don't think
days, back in
Android could
them
be
days,
in.
it was a
Imagine trying to
room
tell me
limit.
when I came on the
It,
app.
it was a room
Bitch.
limit back then. That was at its
Hold on,
peak.
real quick. Let Measy go. Measy,
So like
Measy
at that
wanted to.
time, you
Yeah,
couldn't
do your
have
thing.
a certain amount of people in a room. It'll shut down. You couldn't even make it into a room. After a while, they had to expand it. The first time that happened on this app was it was somebody trying to expose Kevin Hart or some shit like that, and about him not being funny. And Kevin Hart came into the room. I don't know who it was, and in that room got like the most people Clubhouse ever had. Then after that, it was mostly like me and Savage had those rooms because we was like introducing people, we was bringing people on the app, Chris Brown and different people like that. And it'll be like the max you could have was like 5,000 people. And then after that, I think they fixed it. And then I don't know. That's kind of when Clubhouse went to shit though, because once everybody start arguing, like all like kind
The
of like
crash outs.
celebrities and stuff, niggas either went to
Bro,
private rooms or got the fuck off the app. Nobody like all the tech people, everybody who you could really get some money with, got the fuck off the app once the niggas start doxing and shit like
But
that.
half
and
niggas
you
was
know I
lying anyway about
and
what
you
they
know
was
When
doing.
I
no,
got
that's a
my
fact, and I remember
invite the
that shit.
first month, I didn't even use the app. The fuck?
And you know it's crazy. I remember that shit because
I was in the
I remember.
universally. Y'all remember that
Real
group?
quick.
Hold up, but Lou, you remember when Kevin Samuels first came on the app and they had this petition to have him banned or some shit like that? That was like
Yeah, it was
way
us.
back.
I am
Yo, I was
It
started
about
that
to
was
say that
us.
sound like some
dumbass
exotical
shit.
shit.
It
I
was
am started
us.
that dumbass shit.
And
The
I
exoticals,
tore
right?
his ass
Right.
up. That was a big room. That room had
The
3,000 people, and
exoticals.
I was whooping on his ass.
Hey, Measy. I know this off topic, but tap in, man. I got a tequila brand I wanted to holler at you about, man.
Yeah, just hit my back channel or whatever for
Bet,
sure.
bet,
Oh,
bet,
that's
bet. I'm
right.
gonna tap in with you.
Hey, that don't make sense. How the fuck y'all gonna try to get him
You
banned when
got a
y'all do the same
tequila
thing
brand. You
going
better
on
hit
in
me
it?
up.
Yeah, nah.
That's
Well,
He's
wild.
dead now.
I
Move
don't got it, but
Not, I mean,
I'm
I'm just
tapped in
saying
with you
shit.
Puerto
with
Ricans drink rum, nigga.
Well,
this
you
big
know,
tequila brand.
I'm Mexican according to the
Meezy, I'm
app.
gonna tap in with
So,
you in the back channel though, gang. I got you. All right. But listen, I ain't gonna lie though. Season one Clubhouse, cause see, this my Lou Facts page. I turned to Lou Facts once I seen niggas start doxing and doing all that wild shit. But I used to fuck with my boy P Fire and Big John and shit. That's who invited me to the app and
oh
shit.
yeah, I
That
remember that.
was that's French Montana peoples and shit. People
Yes,
used
those
to
my
listen.
people.
People used to pay $500 just to come on stage and $1,000 for a green bean. I swear to God, niggas used to pay niggas a thou wow for a green bean just to be on stage. Y'all remember that shit, Meezy?
Yes.
Yeah, people. I remember like man, I used to get offered just to get on my stage like $1,000, 200, 500, $400. Shit was crazy back in the day, bro. That
No,
was
that's a
back when
fact.
like
Nigga, that
that
was
was
that
back.
PPE bread, bro.
That was back when Paul and Rohan used to just if you had like a room, they'll come in and fuck around, they'll talk. That's how I got cool with them.
Nigga,
Um,
Lou, I
Niggas
sold a
would get
whole
kicked off the app. I remember one time, I nigga Cardo who produced, he got kicked off the app. I made a room saying, shit, if y'all kick that nigga off the app, we gonna delete our accounts. And that was like 10 minutes later, they gave that nigga account back.
Wow.
yeah.
What?
That's
Not
bro. That's when
bad.
Yeah,
everybody had.
we used to have this
Damn.
Does
shit on
anyone on
lock.
the
Yeah,
stage
hey,
remember the
Boy, let him
university
land,
with LT Hudson?
hold
Swain.
up.
Shut the
That
hell
swinging
up.
some power right there. Yeah,
Y'all
my
not
man
talking
That's
about
swung some
shit.
power.
power right there, son.
Yeah. See?
Meezy, what you?
You niggas strong when you unite. You
I
niggas
remember
strong
the
when you
university.
unite.
I remember the
Unite.
university. I remember
I'm
that.
saying, man, y'all ain't
Unite.
talking about shit.
You gotta also remember, like Meezy saying, like in the industry, we do networking events, and during the pandemic, that shit was shut down. So that was like a listening
Yeah, that
party.
was the
That
whole
was,
industry. That was the
yeah.
entertainment industry,
That's how I
Hollywood,
came
Y'all
in.
lucky I'm
everybody.
going now. Bye, y'all.
Thank God.
Everybody was
Hey,
at
Lou,
that
I ain't gonna
time.
front.
Everybody was on the app, and it was good network. It was really good networking for the most part.
Oh
But now I
no,
look
don't
back, I do
go.
agree with like from the dark side point of view. Like I see what they were saying when it was like certain people didn't have a chance to have a voice in certain rooms, so they made their own type of thing.
My
I
nigga
get
Whack
it now.
100 in the building.
I get
Yeah.
it
Ah,
now, but
shit.
I didn't
Whack in the
understand it.
building.
I didn't understand it then.